Alright, so I'm just going to give my honest thoughts on arguably the worst finale that I have seen. Boys Season 5 finale. I have seen various opinions on internet, some defending it, some not, some calling it shit, some calling it okay. But most people saying it's shit and not good. First, and I am going to give my honest thoughts. This is not a review, not even an analysis, nothing. Just my raw, honest thoughts on this finale. I am not going to summarize it, and if you haven't watched the season 5, go watch the season 5 or read fucking summaries from YouTube or watch videos explaining it. Because again, if I would explain, this video would be like 3-4 hours long, and this is just my thoughts and nothing else. Anyway, let's start. First thing is, almost nothing happened in like few episodes. Like seriously, if you skip a lot of amount of some episodes, nothing would have happened. Like in season 1, the most important thing, I mean episode 1, not season 1. In episode 1 of this season, what's the most important thing that has happened? A-Train's death. And even in that, I am kind of stretching, because again, literally nobody remembers A-Train after like episode 2. Like seriously, they just forgot A-Train sacrificed his life to save the boys. In episode 2, Soldier Boy comes back. That's like the only important thing that happened. Again, only one thing. And then literally nothing important happened till like what, episode 6, where the whole bomb site plot V1 plot happened. I am not even exaggerating it. Like if you watch episode 1, 2 and then skip it to episode 6, you wouldn't feel anything. Like genuinely wouldn't feel anything has missed out. I know some people are going to point out, what about the death of Firecracker? Guys, let's be honest with ourselves. Nobody gives single flying fuck about her. Like genuinely, nobody gives a fucking flying fuck about her. If anything, I'm kind of happy that she died. Cause like she had no fucking character at all. She was just there cause apparently Eric Kripke thinks breast jokes are like peak of human comedy. So if anything, her death makes me happy. And again, it's a useless plot. Now, speaking of V1, so now speaking of V1, the whole plot doesn't make any sense. Like we have seen that virus almost weakened Soldier Boy, who also has V1. And we have also seen that uranium weakens too. So why? And we have also seen the boys somehow build up a magic uranium room. Like it's not explained how the fuck they built it, but it's just their cause plot, I guess. So if virus weakens Homelander, I mean it can weaken, and then uranium can weaken him too. Why don't they just use virus, weaken him, make him unconscious, bring him to the uranium nuke, take some temp V and beat the shit out of him and just kill him? Like I know he has been said to immortal, but what if they did some shit like taking his heart out or taking his brain out? This should have worked. Either I am just making shit up, or a fucking 17-year-old boy has put more thought into this show than the actual creators of this show, which is insane to think, by the way. Speaking of which, Homelander has been so fucking nerfed in this season. And not just power wise. No. Everything wise. He has been a dumbass. Like actual dumbass. In season 1, while he has shown to get manipulated due to his, let's just say, weak emotional control, he hasn't shown to be a dumbass, and he figured things quickly. Like he figured out illogical inconsistency in Madeline's story and figured out that he has a son. So again, he is smart, and he is also a good manipulator who has manipulated media for like years to maintain his good image and good image of what too. But apparently this season he is just Trump. Like I'm genuinely not even exaggerating at this point. Season 5 Homelander is basically if Trump had powers. Like this is all his character. If Trump had powers, boom, Homelander. Season 5 Homelander, to be specific. Which brings me to my another issue. Eric Kripke thinks, I don't know why, that Trump is fucking Hitler. Like seriously, he literally made a, like he seriously compared what Trump was doing to Holocaust. I am not even trying to exaggerate this because I can't exaggerate this. Plus, like he has been so vocal about his political commentary, and the show itself has been so vocal about his political commentary, but the political commentary at this point in this entire season, Trump is bad, Trump is Hitler. Like there is entire plot line of Homelander calling himself God, releasing Homelander Bible, making a movie where Jesus crowns him. Oh, father bullshit, and some another bullshit. And apparently, this is peak political commentary in show's eyes. And plus, I already talk about mentally here. Let's talk about power wise. I am not a power scaler, was but not now. But here's the thing, one of the main points of the show, well, not the main, but one of the main, is how boys, normal as humans, are going to beat Homelander, one the most powerful man on earth. Like he was so powerful in season 1. I know I'm bringing season 1 up a lot, but that's because it was actually the best season by far and had best writing. So like the main point in season 5, well, not the main point, a subplot in season 5 was that boys used a explosion. They used explode. They explode a bomb in another side of a city to make Homelander distract, and that and that's actually a creative way, and also shows how crazy Homelander is power wise. So a guy who needed like what, a freaking explosion in another side of a city to be get distracted, got weakened by some uranium. Like Madeline said, there is nothing on this earth they haven't thrown at him. They all failed. Yet uranium worth like what? And also Mal Chemical's breath. These two weaknesses just happened at that time. They were never brought up again, by the way. Never in the season. They just happened to nerf Homelander. And also, it seems like they are forgetting Homelander has powers besides, you know, lay actual powers besides his strength. Like if you remember, Starlight blinded him with her powers and he didn't use his super hearing. Like seriously, his super hearing and X-ray and other powers are basically joke, and he has literally never used them in this season. Tell me the one fucking time he has used X-ray vision. You can't, cause there isn't any. And also tell me any other time he has used his super hearing. Again, you can't, cause there isn't any. Now I could have gotten behind power scaling stuff, but here's the thing. As I told, one of the main points of this show is how the fuck normal human ass beings going to take out this most powerful man on earth. And now they make him so weak and incompetent, it doesn't even feel like he is a threat. If anything, you are like, why hasn't he been killed? Speaking of which, the dumbest thing in this season by far, we won. Now, it's been stated that V1 makes you immortal, which it does, and it also been shown that it makes you immortal. But no. Ignore the V1. Let's talk about the Soldier Boy subplot. How the fuck did I forgot that? Cause it genuinely doesn't fit any fit. Like genuinely doesn't fit. We know that Soldier Boy loved Crimson Crown Test in season 3. If anything, and in the Herogasm episode, we listened him stating that Liberty was a firecracker. Again, that doesn't seem like that he loved Stormfront. Rather, they were just casual sex partners. Like he was deeply hurt by Crimson's Countess betrayal, and it was shown that he was the only one he actually loved. And like then apparently literally out of no fucking where he loved Stormfront and give Homelander V1 because Claire wanted it. Like this subplot is so fucking stupid that now it's a meme. I know I'm just babbling at this point, but this show just has so many ass writing points. Just pure ass. Just I don't even have words to say. It's just mid. Like I'm not disappointed or not angry, just empty. Yeah, empty. Now back to V1. So we know that it makes you immortal. We don't know the exact power level of how many powers it increases, but here's the thing. In literally the episode where Homelanders die, no. Another thing before the point where Homelanders die, before that, is like some of this thing doesn't make sense. Like the Oh Father's dead. How the fuck MM was able to hold a soup? Like seriously, how? Maybe MM is a soup too. Consider, and he honestly might because he beat Love Sausage and tanked a bullet with no damage. Like seriously, this show's power level throughout the series is inconsistent, and one of the plots, as I told already 2-3 times before in this video, is how normal as human beings are gonna beat these soups. But now suddenly they have powers too. And you know what's the most ironic part? The most ironic part about this entire episode is that Deep's death. I repeat, the most pathetic character in this show's death was more interesting. Like, I know Annie taking him to sea doesn't make sense because she doesn't know that fish friends would kill him. If anything, from her perspective, she is giving him an advantage. But at this point, I don't give a fuck considering how many inconsistencies are there in this show. The reason why I liked it because we see that Annie actually gave him a chance by saying, take responsibilities for your action. Deep said not. Deep to her face said no and started attacking her, which led to his death. Again, the reason is bullshit. They attacked him because of the octopus he killed accidentally, not because of the oil pipeline that was hyped up. But I liked it because it's basically an inverse arc of A Train. A Train died trying to be a good man while Deep died as a asshole. That's the best part about this episode. Now, the thing that everyone hates, including me, the fight. The fight genuinely makes no fucking sense. First, why doesn't Homelander try to laser Kimiko's brain? Like, I know she is immortal and has insane ass healing, but this might work. Like, we have seen that if you spine her neck, like people in past have broken her spine or cut her stomach. Homelander did that too. Like in this season, in episode 1, he lasered her into half. So can he try that? Which might give him a chance. But no, he is apparently way too much of a dumbass. And remind me, he didn't did it in previous season. He did it in this fucking season. Yet he is not doing it again. Also, let's talk about his flight. Many people say that, oh, maybe Butcher has become stronger and Ryan too has become stronger and now they are fast. The thing is, we literally saw this guy keep up with A Train at full speed, save Butcher from point blank explosion while the explosion was happening. And in Diabolical, if you don't know, Diabolical is a animated spin-off of The Boys. And in the final episode of the Diabolical, which is canon, not making it up, it's canon, you can search up, we get to know our Homeland's backstory little bit. In that backstory, it's shown that he has super speed like A-Train. So why isn't he using super speed in this episode? You know what the funny part is? Literally in the same episode, he flew to space. Like, he can flew to space in seconds, but can dodge attacks from Butcher and Ryan. Same Ryan who literally got his ass beaten up by him before we won. Like, bro, what? Seriously. And funny thing is, this shit happened in season 3 when Soldier Boy, Temp v UV, and Temp v Butcher hold him. He escaped all three and overpowered them. Yet he can't overpower them here. Like, let's be real. None of them are even close to Soldier Boy. So Homelander logically should overpower all of them, but he can't. Like, what? Like, why isn't he using any of his abilities, such as super speed, X-ray, or I guess X-ray won't work, so whatever, lasers. And even if he's using, why is he not using them properly? Like, what? Seriously, this show, seriously, that fight had so much plot holes is insane. Though I must say, I kind of like his death. People need to realize he was pathetic, even with powers. Without powers, he is nothing, and that scene depicts it perfectly. However, after that scene, show somehow gets more shit. Like Butcher, like seriously, Stan Edgar becomes the CEO of what again? Entire premise of this fucking show was to take down what? And this shit is not done. I know I'm overacting, but this just pisses me off. 5 seasons of fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. And when Butcher tried to kill all soups with that virus, Huey, being the beta male he is, decides to kill him cause his fuck doll, aka Annie, might die. Also, Butcher randomly killing them makes no sense. Like, they tried to put him path into darkness arc in season 4, but in season 5 it's not mentioned. And suddenly, in the final episode, when it's necessary, he is evil again. Like, just shut the fuck up. Also, why isn't Ryan with Butcher? Like, seriously, bro. Same guy who saved you from Homelander in season 2. Same guy who literally betrayed Soldier Boy for you, and you don't want to be with him. Are you fucking retarded? An subplot. Seriously, this guy gets married again. Literally, his character literally doesn't face anything, genuinely anything of meaning of substance in this season. If I, like, this happy ending was so forced, like he literally destroyed his marriage cause of by himself. That's like one of the key points of his character. Yet literally it's reset again for whatever the fuck reason, and him adopting Ryan doesn't make any sense. Kimiko is just ass this season. I'm not going to even bother talking about her. Annie's also ass. And yeah, show is ass. The finale is bad, which I guess is not much of a hot take. Like, seriously, people defend this, which I guess you can. Writing is subjective, I agree. But something is subjective doesn't mean you can't make stupid arguments. Same thing here. Every argument I have seen against the finale is just so stupid. Not a single good point made. And I'm sure I'm going to see some stupid arguments in this video too. In this video's comment section too. Anyways, that's my rant on Boys season 5 finale. This video is unprofessional because again I just yapped and no script. I hope you liked my video, and I hope you subscribe to me, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.